brought to you by Warrior. Keenan, the freshman, number 25, going up against the senior, Matt Dolente, number 5. Hopkins in the road, Columbia blue. North Carolina in the home white, number 5 against number 6. North Carolina's won 4 straight over the Blue Jays. Keenan down, Dolente down, we are underway, and a quick whistle, a violation on the rookie. Johns Hopkins will go to work first.
In the middle of the field as well.
Not exactly his calling card inside on the crease, but he'll take it as he had not scored a point in the last 2 games. Keenan now gets even with Dolente, and the Tar Heels go to work on off point. I think it's fair to point out those 2 games you mentioned, North Carolina coming back and winning both of them. So they've been in this not foreign territory for the Heels at all, but another face-off violation on the rookie. R.G. Keenan bursting.
Quick hands. He really moves well from pipe to pipe.
Dolente and Keenan again. Keenan wins it back. Now it's a scrum. And Castronova comes up with a ground ball. Campus of Princeton University. The Tigers getting a much-needed win yesterday over Brown in the Ivy League. Are they still playing? That game finally just finished. What, go 3-4 overtimes? The Tigers will take it. It's been a rough go of things for Chris Bates, and Dolente loses it. We got a yard sale in East Rutherford, and Galasso comes up with a ground ball. So Matt now.
Riley didn't do his job, and Billy Bitter made him pay.
Bitter coming off his 2nd double bagel of the season, but both coaches this week thought it was coming. Thought they'd see the Billy Bitter that we're used to seeing coming back to his form. He missed all of fall after that player portfolio brought to you by Sector Spiders. It was kind of in this event last year against Virginia where his season took a huge turn after a start that made it look like he was going to run away with the tour time.
And Bitter's
out of the crease.
At this stage, if you're Johns Hopkins, you got to reevaluate that matchup.
Johns Hopkins 4, Billy Bitter 3. Now Castronova. Castronova driving hard. Puts on the Patrick, has made this a 1-goal game as we are ready to start the 2nd quarter. Once again, it's Keenan against Dolente. Keenan pushes it forward and then back right to Ben Smith. Still loose. Still loose, good check on Smith. Keenan trying to keep it in bounds. Big hit by Dolente there, and Wharton comes up with it. Unsettled opportunity for Wharton and the Blue Jays. Wharton has a step, shoots and fires. His 100th career point makes it 5-3. After he was shut out by Syracuse, Coach Petramala sat him down and said, "You cannot play in a phone booth." What exactly did that mean? What exactly was he trying to get across to his team?
I think he needs Kyle Wharton to be a little more active, a little more involved in ground ball plays, a little more of a ball carrier, or those against Maryland. One of the nicest shots I've seen all year. He's found confidence. Now, it could be as simple as changing a leather or changing a string in his stick.
It's how simple that sounds. It's so true, and it definitely builds on your confidence as well. As a former player who liked to shoot it maybe 20 times a game, matchup of having Jimmy Dunster with the short stick, because Holman's a great off-ball player and a great shooter, where it doesn't affect him as much as a long stick would on Jimmy Dunster.
Good ball movement, Wharton again, and the Blue Jays can't answer there. Wharton with a good hustle.
Successful.
So the tie did not last very long. Keenan wins it right back to Smith. So the Blue Jays get it back with 2 minutes to play. And Dave Petramala wants to take a timeout. Make sure everyone's on the same page with 1:56 left to play.
When college cross can dodge a pole consistently and get good shots or create point activities. You know, guys like Justin Turry, who we'll see later, Kevin Crowley, Shamel Bratton. I think Ranigan's on that list.
And that's more of a mindset than anything else. It's saying, a pole's on me, I don't care who's on me. So there's a lot of kids who are athletic enough who don't push the pole because they don't have the confidence to do it. Ranigan showing that he does have that confidence.
The Blue Jays have won all face-offs in this quarter, and Boland converts. 3 goals in less than a minute. Gives the momentum back to the Blue Jays.
Protecting his stick, and Flanagan couldn't keep up with him.
35 seconds ago, this was a tie ball game. 3 Johns Hopkins goals later, the Blue Jays up 8-5. And North Carolina finally gets the ball. No, I'm wrong. The referee pointed the wrong way, so another face-off win by the Blue Jays. Johns Hopkins playing make it, take it right now, thanks to Matt Dolente. who has the ball
in the 3 o'clock range, I guess. But he keeps it simple. Straight overhand, as you said, shoots that far post.
He now has 8 of North Carolina's 14 extra man goals, and they finally win a face-off. Creighton, nobody's stopping him, but he shoots over. Dolente continuing to move up the all-time ranks, and he wins this one forward to himself. Good job by Creighton to get back.
Both Dolente pinch and pop, which is a quick move.
Off guard. That's a nice job by Greeley, but a really good job by Radigan by going north-south towards the cage.
So Frankie Kelly goes out there, only taking 9 face-offs all year. He takes this one, and let's see the result. North Carolina came out of the box early, so Johns Hopkins will have possession again. So RG Keenan, not a good day a week ago against Maryland.
I was saying, why the timeout? You know, 8.5 to go here. Coach Bresci had 2, so he uses one, and it really pays off. He gives his team a freshener, a breather, and they score off the timeout. So a very good call by Coach Bresci.
A good call at the...
But an aggressive pass by Chris Hunt, the senior.
So both coaches thought Billy Bitter was ready for a big game, and he responds with his first 4-goal game since last year's Johns Hopkins North Carolina contest. That one, ridiculous career at West Islip, 4 state championships, 500 points. He ended his career with a 7-point performance against Fairport. Now a critical ground ball. Dolente gets popped, but Guida's there for Hopkins. Guida has a step. Creighton there to meet him. So Johns Hopkins has a timeout. Still plenty of time left, though. Smith, now Kelly has to go back there and win a critical face-off for his team to get the ball back to try to tie this up. But Dolente, like a senior, wins it easily. So now, can Johns Hopkins run out a minute 43